morning, everyone. Welcome to the Stock Market Morning Prep video for Monday, June 22nd. Well, we went through the quadruple witching on Friday, and you have to really discount the price action on Friday, guys, only because we have large institutions, money managers, fund managers, squaring off positions, and also, if you will, kind of manipulating the day. So Friday's price action is really nothing to really have any kind of meaningful impact. Okay, now today starts a full week on Monday, and we remember what I mentioned last week. We come into seasonal strength for 3 weeks, June 27th to July 17th, give or take a few days. Market's usually up about 1.27% in the last 20 years. That's pretty good statistics. What happens today? Now, we're up in the pre-market, about 15.5 handles in the ES because of a possible deal in Greece. Now, that's been going on for the last 5 to 7 years. June 30th is their absolute deadline, their line in the sand that they either have to come or they're going to default, and then ECB is going to cut off all money to the banks. Now, we don't know what's going to happen between now and then. However, we're up about 15.5 handles. I would, I would suspect that we rally pretty hard today. Try to make some sort of a top, or at least a local top, and then see some weakness going in for the next 4 or 5 days, and then we go into a rally mode going into that June 30th deadline and then into July. And then after that, I do see and I foresee a correction in the cards in the next several weeks. That being said, how do you position yourself with it? Well, you got to play and got to go with what price action is telling you on really on an intraday basis. The markets rallied at 2 o'clock in the morning about that deal. That they have a deal in place and that they submitted a deal, and now the markets are up 15.5 handles. Not great for the day trader, because of the fact is that we can see a lot of contracts being traded and shares being traded in the intraday pre-market hours. You could probably rest assured that we might get a fade, okay, for the first fade. Not saying that you fade the market all day. What I'm saying is that you open up, they probably sell them in the opening, and then pretty much rally and trend the rest of the day. So if you're quick enough that you can get a fade in, that's probably what may happen. It looks like that's what's happening now. Have a lot of contracts traded, and then of course they reset and then they rally, and then I would be looking to buy pullbacks in the marketplace today. Would not be looking to sell short after the first 20 minutes of trade. Okay, again, any news does trump the charts, and as you know, Greece is holding this market hostage here. So we need to really be quick on our toes until this Greece situation subsides, okay? Now, take a look at a couple of things. I did mention we got to watch the banks. And again, Friday's bank action in the XLF, price action in the banks, was really absolutely horrendous, as you can see. So I want to really pay attention today what the banks are doing. Here's the XLF. We came right back into resistance now. That 25-ish area is going to be some big resistance. XLI, the industrials, okay? You could see here that it really had no, this is a 60-minute chart, by the way, and this really had no impact, still trading lower. Now, this is going to be the line in the sand here for the industrials. The industrials are made up of, I believe, 20-30% of the S&P 500. That's quite a big weighted on the S&P, heavily weighted in the S&P. So 5520 is going to be a line in the sand, and that's going to be where that needs to break to make this bearish pattern valid, okay? So keep an eye on the XLIs too as well. Take a look at the indexes. We have the SPY. You can see here still within this range. Can't break out of this range. Again, it's going to happen, guys. We are going into the apex of this ascending triangle, and it is a bearish pattern until it breaks and holds. But every time it broke up to the upside, it failed. And this one on Thursday broke up out of the range and failed on Friday. So we need to continue to watch this and monitor this. The only problem, what I don't like about this, is that it's getting a little bit long and stretched here, and we just can't break out. So if that's the case, then the markets possibly may sell off here, and this is what I'm not looking for. I'd like to see a sell-off so the markets can reset itself sometime this summer, and then really get some good momentum going into the end of the year, that end of the year rally that we're looking for, okay? That's the spiders. IWM, this is the only thing that's holding this market up, I believe, is the Russell 2000. Definitely our secondary leader to the transports. You see how this is breaking up. Now, we had an inside day from Thursday, obviously, and held its gains. That is really, really promising. So let's keep an eye on the IWMs as well. And here's the diamonds, the Dow Jones ETF. You can see here, broke below Thursday's low, so we had an outside day. And again, on volume. So You got to discount everything what's happening on Friday. Transports lower as well, but again, inside day from Thursday's big move up. So looking constructive that we're at least holding this new area here. But again, guys, we need to get above this 50 and really get it back above this area here of 155, really to start breaking this bearish symmetry of lower lows and lower highs. Okay. Lastly is the Qs, and as you can see, technology really doing quite well here, holding in pretty well, and you can see now back above this area. So we're going to move this line right back up again, and now we have a larger, you could see, ascending triangle here. Okay, nice big ascending triangle, and we have these beautiful wave patterns. We're making higher highs and higher lows. Now this looking to break out as well. So this looks pretty good. If we get the if we can get the Russell 2000 continue to stay strong, technology start to break, and the change in the banks, that's going to help prop this market for a move higher. Had a couple of emails. Where do I think the ES may be headed? Well, upside targets are going to be 21.30 to 21.35-ish, somewhere around that area. I'm looking for a tag in the next several weeks, and then I'm looking for a move lower. Okay, again, that's a little bit out there, but it just somebody asked me, figured I'd get it out there. Have a great day, everybody. Happy Father's Day to your fathers out there, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.